Matter of fact, I'm just gonna. Oh, okay. Good morning, Reptilians. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Elle, and this is Elle's Reptiles. This week we are doing a video that is kind of like the videos that I was doing in the past, the thrift store and hardware store and Dollar Tree buying things for reptiles sorts of videos. But this week we are going to Amazon. I am very guilty of buying a lot of things off of Amazon, and I do the same with reptile supplies. So this week we're gonna see what super cool stuff we can find on Amazon and buy those things and then unbox those things and see if things are worth it, I guess. This video is not sponsored by Amazon, but before we get started, this video is sponsored by iHeartGeckos. So make sure to stay until the end of the video to find out more about this awesome company. Let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna go to Amazon and type in reptile. Reptile? I want to buy things that, actually, we are gonna get one of these. I've bought something similar to this before, but I also really need more plants. So we're gonna grab that. We're gonna grab this bearded dragon tank liner. We're gonna test that out. Dehumidifier. I'm gonna test that. What is this? Does it take batteries? What is it? Oh, you just put it on top. Oh, that's kind of cool. Actually, no, we're going to do, well, I usually always do this right here, as long as it says Amazon warehouse, just because these are usually just like open box items, but this one's only $1 less. But normally, whenever I shop on Amazon, I always get these because usually it's just people opened it, didn't want it, and returned it, and you get it cheaper. So, fun fact. Whoa, this is cool. Drinking water fountain. There's, oh, that's cool too. This is supposed to be a moisture hide, a moist hide. Oh, because it's terracotta. Ah, add to cart. A lot of these like off-brand heat pads. Did I hit record? Okay. A lot of these off-brand heat pads don't work the best, especially with a built-in. We're gonna try that. We're gonna get that. We're gonna test that one out too, I think. A $3 hammock. Okay. Bearded dragon tank accessories. Oh, this looks kind of cool. This comes with this, leaves, vines, and this little, let's do this one. And we gotta try one of these. $10. We've gotta try one of those. My cart's getting expensive. Oh, this is cool. Reptile enrichment toy. We're definitely gonna test this out. I kind of feel like it's just gonna spill out and make a giant mess everywhere. I mean, it doesn't have the best reviews. Fail. Not good quality. Cute idea. We're gonna try it anyway. Reptile hide. See if we can get a hide too. I've ordered this one before. It was actually really nice. Actually, this is a fantastic opportunity for this. Multiple of you guys had one of these in your tanks the last time we reviewed tanks, and it was super cute. We're definitely adding that to the cart. What is my cart looking like? That's a lot of money. My camera is pretty far away from me, so sorry if this is kind of echoey. But a couple weeks have passed. Most of the stuff was here in 2 days because Amazon Prime. But one of the items took forever. One of the items took like 2 weeks to get here. And so at this point, I have all but forgotten what all is supposed to be in these packages. So yeah, let's unbox them and then we can try some of them out. All right, so first one, there was something else in this package, I think, and I opened it. Oh, okay. First one, the hammock. I've actually purchased several hammocks like this off of Etsy. It's probably better to do because then you're supporting small businesses, but I just was curious about this. It was only like $4. And this is actually a lot bigger than I expected. This was definitely worth the $4. It smells awful. It smells like melted plastic. There's no instructions in the thing, so I am just hoping that they are machine washable. We might have to replace the suction cups with command hooks and put this in a leopard gecko tank. So I feel like that'd be really nice. And now her humid hide is kind of hidden over there, so maybe she'll actually come out and use it. As you can see, I replaced the suction cups with command hooks. And the command hooks seem to be sticking pretty good on this as well. Ooh, Ooh, okay, this is the one that I was super excited about. This is also the one that took forever. Oh, what is this? Oh, my hair ties. This is one that I was super excited about. And it is a stump with a terracotta pot on top. And you put water in the pot, and the pot soaks up the water, and it makes a humid hide. Little pot. Oh, this is cute. Not gonna lie, this is smaller than I expected, but it's cute. And like the bottom, so that way the moisture from the terracotta pot can kind of come down into the thing. The edges are a little sharp in here, but I mean, we can just file that away, that's fine. So I'm super excited about this. This is also gonna go into a leopard gecko's tank. You can see, this is how big it is. As you can see, the entirety of the terracotta is now that dark color, and there's a whole lot less water in it because it's now soaked up all of the water. Percy. All right, so in the dead center of the tank, the humidity is 40%. So we're gonna take this hygrometer and we're going to put it in there. All right, so, ooh, 52. So that's a 12% increase. Okay, so I sprayed down the substrate in this hide just to see if that made a difference. Oh yeah, we are up to 72%. So this is actually pretty good. A moist hide for leopard gecko should be between 70 and 80%. You have moisture come from the top. This whole bowl is wet. And you have moisture come from the bottom. If you don't have a loose substrate, you could always do wet sphagnum moss or paper towels that you change often. That is looking pretty good. Okay, we're just gonna open this box upside down so my address isn't there. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in this one. Okay, so in this one we have these are like little enrichment things where the little worms come out. That's a big hole for worms. I feel like the worms are just gonna pour out. I do feel like these would make cute little puppy treat enrichment things though, like tiny little puppy treats. But we'll see. We'll see if she uses it. Oh, come back! Look, a bug! Look, a bug you can eat! Okay. A bug's gonna come out. All right, so she's just waiting until they come out. So this one was not very successful. A bag with a bunch of vines and leaves and plants and stuff. I think this was like $15 or $16. You see there's a green vine. I guess we can unbox this. That is kind of the point of the video. So it comes with zip ties apparently. This vine, it's a lot of leaf. One of these foam vines. You can bend them however you want. There's a bunch of little leaves. And then there's like little sprouts that offshoot that you can kind of bend however you want. It's a whole bunch of large suction cups. 2 of these plants that just kind of go into the ground. They don't have the bases on it like the ones you get at the pet store, but they would be nice if you're building like a background to like shove them into the background or to just kind of plant them directly into the ground. A big vine that also has a stick. This one you can actually turn that AC up. I'm sweating. You can push the suction cup through and then suction it to the wall and kind of let it waterfall or however you want to do it. I really like these kits. Like this is a lot of stuff. This would be amazing for just redoing a crested gecko kit or a crested gecko tank. You just buy 1 or 2 of these for $16 each, $15, $16 each, and your whole tank is set. These are really cool. All right, next we're gonna do this weird heat pad because why is it rolled up? This is the heat pad that has a dimmer switch on it. I'm gonna be honest, this doesn't look great. Most heat pads specifically say on them everywhere if they're bent or broken not to use them. right here. Do not fold. It says it on the heat pad, and you can see the big fold lines in there because it was folded. Comes with some 3M double-sided tape that you can just put on there yourself. Do not rest tank on cord or plastic housing. We sell tank boots, so you can prevent that. I'm gonna make sure to be in the room while I test this, because this concerns me. Oh, that's hot right there. But not down here. I have it turned all the way up. We're just gonna see what temperature it gets to. So this is after being plugged up for about 30 minutes. And the heating is pretty uneven. I mean, this is the end that's getting the hottest. This end with the cord is kind of all over the place. This is me staying in one spot. It's just going up and down like that. This is completely maxed out. The hottest that it is getting is 114.6, it says down there. Now I'm gonna turn it down to the middle. So we're gonna turn it about there. It should be about halfway. And we're gonna see how much of a difference that makes. All right, so this is still turned about halfway. So let's see what we have. Just trying to get it, there we go. So in the middle, I mean, it's a little cooler. This side that was 113-ish is definitely cooler. At 103, I feel like this middle part is oh, it dipped down. Okay. Oh, nope, it's going back up. Down here where it was about 85 before, it is 85, 90. So it got hotter, 90. Okay, so that somehow managed to get hotter when I turned it down. Oh, we're all the way down to 101 now. And our last test, this is now turned as low as it can possibly go, like one notch above off. And let's see what that does. Okay, so that definitely makes a difference. 92, 93. This out here is 76. I think that's 2 degrees warmer than my floor. I mean, I guess this is the part I should have been measuring, seeing as this is what touches the tank, but it looks like the temperature is the same. So if it were me personally, I wouldn't buy one of these again just because of all the creases. That worries me. Normally when you buy good heat pads, they're always flat. They're always made sure to stay flat. This one came folded up, even though it specifically says do not fold. The temperatures are kind of just all over the place. And when I very first plugged it up, like there was spots on there that were super, super warm, and like you were watching it kind of spike all over the place. I don't know that I would necessarily trust this on a tank unsupervised, but I mean, you do you, but just me personally. Then we have this. This was very specifically advertised as Bearded Dragon tank accessory bedding, but if you look at it, it very specifically shows that it's shelf liner. Shows some dishes. So right off the bat, I am more impressed with this than I thought I was gonna be, because it's plastic. It's like a silicone-y, not silicone, maybe. It's some kind of plastic. I was worried that this was going to be like very porous, like carpet, because it kind of looked very carpety in the pictures, but this is actually like a mat. Oh, that's huge. That is huge. That keeps going. It's smooth on one side. It smells slightly like plastic, but not terribly badly of plastic. How long is this? But this would come clean so easily, and it's textured, so your bearded dragon's not sliding around. It's not porous, so hoops and stuff aren't gonna like soak into it. Okay. Okay, Amazon. This is surprising. I don't know what this is made out of. I don't know how heat proof it is. It said that it is for bearded dragons. I'm not mad at this. Next up, we have the Creation Lizard Drinker. It's a nice box. It looks very Zoom-ed. Oh, is this a fountain? Clearly I was just buying stuff because this is very shocking to me. It plugs in. There's like a sponge to catch the water. Definitely keep an eye on that because sponges can harbor bacteria. This is the only instructions. It comes off and you can adjust the water flow on this little pump. Probably give this to Zaz and see if she wants to use it. She has been absolutely loving drinking water from a squeezy bottle lately. So maybe with this dripping down, before I get a bunch of comments about bearded dragons don't need water dishes, I'm gonna keep a check with a hygrometer on the humidity in her tank. It's gonna be okay. See if you will drink by the water fountain. Look at that. Look at that water. It's very tall. Step stool. Would you like to drink some water? Doesn't water sound delicious? First impressions on this. It's very big. I think the picture showed leopard geckos using it, but I mean, this is going to be buried pretty deep in substrate for a leopard gecko to be able to get up in here. If your bearded dragon will drink from fountains, maybe try this. Otherwise, it just seems, I guess, kind of gimmicky and like it's going to take up another outlet that I don't have. Especially when leopard geckos will just drink out of standing water. I don't know. If you have one of these and your animal actually uses it, let me know. And the last thing in this box, bearded dragon harness. Oh, there's different sizes for different size animals. That's cool. And then you can just kind of clip it to something outside or to yourself if you're taking your bearded dragon outside. Actually, I think you need the big one. Okay, now we can, I don't want that to be tight. There we go. Or is it supposed to go like this way? Oh, dehumidifier fan. Like a whole contraption. Oh, there's like a mounting bracket. Just buried behind these boxes. A sensor? Does it come with a humidity sensor? Okay, I'm gonna put a pin in that one and come back to it because that is overwhelming. All right, so I got it all hooked up. Currently, I just have it on manual mode, so it's just gonna keep going, but you can actually hook it up to automatically turn on when the humidity gets a certain height. I just wanna see if it will bring down the humidity. The humidity meter that is part of this is showing 45, but that's back in that corner, where this one is showing 46. So, I mean, and this is the sound. So it's not terribly loud, but it's probably also not necessarily something that you'd want on all day, every day, or maybe you do, I don't know. We'll come back in a couple of hours and see if it's gone down any. So currently we're not even 20 minutes later. This has gone down 1%. And this has gone down 2%. This one is clearly working. This is the Hobbit Hide. This is much larger than I expected it to be. This one also has some sharp edges under here that can be sanded away. This is very textured. It'll actually probably be pretty good for like helping leopard geckos shed and stuff. I'm slightly worried about a leopard gecko getting stuck in this hole, but I think it'll be fun. Did not realize my leopard geckos were getting so much new stuff today. It is Percy approved. And last box. I'm just gonna. Oh, okay. This thing. I really need to get better at reading measurements before I buy things. Because what is this? This is that bearded dragon 3-piece set, but I wasn't expecting it to be this big. A big vine of leaves, a lot of leaves there, extra twine for some reason, lots of suction cups, a vine, this giant hammock, and this giant hide. I mean, this is kind of nice. When I saw this, I thought it was this big. It is not. The king snake's getting an upgrade soon, so all these plants and these things are probably going in the king snake's 4-foot tank. I don't know how much this was. It'll be on the screen somewhere, but I feel pretty confident in saying that however much it was worth it, because I was expecting something a quarter of the size of this. And the last one is another humidifier, but this is a mini dehumidifier. When I was looking for dehumidifiers to recommend to you guys, this one had amazing Amazon reviews, and there was a whole bunch of people saying this is what they used in reptile tanks. And I decided that it would be a good time to actually try this. Okay, so we're just gonna use this tank that I set up forever ago and haven't used yet. Right now we're sitting at 45% humidity. We're going to test this one out first because it is easier. I got really scared for a second because there was like a plug here, but then the instructions say that whenever the unit needs to be dried out is when you plug it in, so you don't actually have to plug it in. All right, so we are an hour and a half in to this being in the tank, and the humidity has risen. That's not supposed to happen. We'll see if there's any change overnight. All right, so the final verdict on this thing, it went up. It just continued to go. Maybe I just got a faulty one because, again, it has really good reviews, or I don't know. So that is it. That is all that I have for this week's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me try some Amazon stuff out. Maybe there's even something that you wanted that you now can see what it looks like in person. If so, that's cool too. As I said at the beginning of this video is sponsored by iHeartGeckos. iHeartGeckos is a super cool company that makes conversion kits for tanks. This allows you to turn any tank that you may have or that you may buy, just normal glass tanks, into front opening tanks for your animals. It is a very affordable option to allow you to be able to reach in from the front to your reptile or amphibian or whatever it is you're keeping in this tank and make them more comfortable, as well as give yourself a nice looking tank. Make sure that if you do happen to order one of these kits, you put Elle's Reptiles in the How Did You Hear About Us box. That way they know that you guys are coming from here. Thank you so much to iHeartGeckos for continuing to sponsor these videos. As always, if you have not already, please feel free to follow me on my socials, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications every single time I put out a new video, which is every Sunday and some Wednesdays. This week's Instagram shout out is here, and this week's shout out is here. Thank you so much for liking and following and subscribing and commenting and sharing and all that jazz. You are the bee's knees. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye. I feel like I should also do this with Wish, but it's gonna take forever for things to get here. Anyways, I don't need these. I'm gonna forget where those are later. Try some of them out. Can you see my toes? No, okay. I think this one was in a... Oh, this is not reptile related. These are towel hooks. Unimportant. Air conditioner.